it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving.
Yo, what is up? It's me, Key, and we're back in the building with another episode, number 87 of the 7200 Second Podcast. And as always, I got my guy, Coach Donte, is here in the building. Coach, what's going on, man?
How you doing? How everybody doing? 7200 Seconds, we back, man. I'm doing good. I'm just ready to get into it.
Yes, sir. What's going on, Vic, Gregor? I see you in the chat. Appreciate y'all. You know, it's always slow when the offseason in the NFL goes. So, you know, there's some news in the NFL, not a lot, but starting there, we do have a little bit of headline news. Just a little bit, not a lot. Rashid Rice, suspect in alleged assault in Dallas. I don't know what's gotten into him lately, but I'm just saying, if you don't want your contract and you want to just flush your career down the drain, you can give me your money if you don't want to play football. I'm just saying, if you don't want to, I would gladly take a contract. But he's allegedly assaulted somebody in Dallas. You already know he with the high speed chase, hurt a little boy and everything. I don't know what's up with Rashid Rice, but I think he's going to get some time away from the Chiefs this year. Don't know how long he might get suspended for, but he's definitely going to get suspended. But Tyler Boyd, I see the Tennessee Titans, Donte, are stacking up their receiving core for Mr. Will Levis. They agree to get Tyler Boyd. So you got Tyler Boyd over there. You got D-Hop, Calvin Ridley. What do you think about the Titans getting Boyd?
Huh?
The Titans got Tyler Boyd.
It's a good move. There's nothing to jump up and down about. I don't think you can consider them as a scary team, especially my Texans. Ain't nobody on that secondary scared to go at them or Jacksonville. So, I mean, it's a good move, a veteran piece. I mean, he's been a consistent 800-yard wide receiver pretty much each and every year, pretty much. He was under the shadow, it was a matter of fact, he's kind of underrated because he's always been forgotten about because you always had Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on that side. So he's been a consistent 700 to 8-yard wide receiver. I mean, it's a good piece for the Tennessee Titans, but nothing to be afraid of that any team got to play. But the Titans going to be more competitive. They're going to be a lot competitive this year.
It definitely was an upgrade from what they had. I don't know if Treylon Burks is going, not saying he's going to be on his way out, but now he got some competition now. So Trayvon Burks better step up his game a little bit. We don't know where Burks is going to be at the end. But no, definitely, the Titans made some moves this offseason. Hopefully they'll be better what they was last season. So yeah, it's a nice little piece for that receiver room for Levis and his weapons. Knowing they got Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard there. You still got Cheeto. I think that's the cheat. What the hell is the wide tight end name over there? I forget.
Okonkwo. Yeah, Okonkwo.
So I mean, it's a nice little giving Levis some type of weapons, somebody to throw to that can actually do good. Rashad Penny joins a crowded Panthers backfield. Don't know why he would go there. You already got Jonathan Brooks, who they picked up in the second round in this season, this draft. Chuba Hubbard, Miles Sanders, and a Rasheem Blackshear, and then you add a Rashad Penny. Somebody's getting cut, so we'll see if Penny has a job by the time the regular season starts. Snee is rejoining the Giants as a scout. So again, nothing too big. JJ Watt, Donte said if the Texans needed him, he would come out of retirement. What's your thoughts on JJ Watt?
No. He did all he could for the city of Houston. It's time for the new regime to take over. Now, if you want to say as an all defensive line coach or helper, that will be fine. But on the field, no, sir.
Donte said, "No, no, JJ, you can sit down. You can relax. We don't need you." All right, y'all. Get down to the nitty gritty of things. We are at the NBA playoffs. We are at the second round of the NBA playoffs, semifinals. We did have some games last night. Well, Monday actually kicked, not Monday. Well, Sunday actually, Monday kicked it off. Um, you had the Knicks and the Pacers. The Knicks got that game 121 to 117. Again, Jalen Brunson was a absolute menace in that game. 43 points from Brunson. The whole starting lineup, the whole starting five actually, put up numbers. You had 13 from Anunoby, you had 13 from Hardenstein, 43 from Brunson, 24 from Josh Hart. Rebound machine with 13 rebounds. Got 26 from 25 from DiVincenzo. They bench really didn't do much. But then you had Indy, Siakam had 19, Naismith 12, Turner 23, he was absolute beast. Nembhard was 11. Then you had Halliburton with 6, Obi Toppin had 12, and TJ McConnell coming off the bench with 18 points. But they couldn't get the job done. Donte, what did the Knicks do? What did the Pacers do that they could not beat the Knicks?
Well, they what they do, they outplayed the Knicks in every other category besides 3-point shooting. I mean, they went to the free throw line 19 times. I mean, they got to share free throws. The one thing I can see, the Knicks got the offensive boards. They crashed them on the boards. They beat them 40 to 32 on the boards, and 8 offensive rebounds. So that's second chance opportunities. That's the only thing I can really see them. The Knicks got a little extra advantage. And plus, if you want to say the pick by Miles Turner, which was a flop, it was definitely a flop by Donte DiVincenzo. Let's get that up out the way. But then again, hey, you don't blow a 9-point lead when you're up in the fourth quarter, or a 6-point lead when you're up in the fourth quarter on the New York Knicks. And it seemed like the New York Knicks been making a havoc of comebacks a lot in this fourth quarter when they're down. So gotta give credit to the Knicks. Good execution down the stretch, physical defense down the stretch pretty much. They made 11 threes. They shot 47% from the free 3-point line. And also they had 26 free throws. They were more aggressive going to the paint and getting the call. So other than that, offensive rebounds, free throws, executing down the stretch, and Jalen Brunson just being that guy again.
Fact. Some people even saying that maybe Tibbs, since there's no, Bogdanovich is hurt, maybe try to go to Alec Burke in that, rotation. I know he used Precious Achiuwa. Mitchell Robinson's not all the way healthy. You got Deuce McBride coming off. Do you think it's possible he maybe can rotate Burks in, or have him have that 8-man roster?
Just go what you go with. You ain't use Burks all playoff series. Just go what you go with. If you do use them, then that's fine. That will be fine because they are a very good defensive team. And I say just go with the lineup you go with. That gives you a best opportunity to win. You had Mitchell Robinson, Boban. They was out in the Sixers series. You still managed to win it. So again, same scenario here. Just go with the guys that got you there, and just play Deuce McBride a little bit more.
Because these minutes is heavy. You had DiVincenzo 44 minutes, Josh Hart 48, Brunson 44, Anunoby 42, 36 from Hartenstein. One thing about Tibbs, I don't know what he don't like the rest people. He do not like the rest of his guys. They play all the minutes.
You said Josh Hart played 48?
48.
He played the whole game, basically.
He played the whole game.
Hey, you in shape. If you play the whole game, you in shape then. I need to work out with you.
He played the whole game. So the Knicks get it done. There was that questionable illegal screen, offensive foul. It did come back today as that was the right call. Apparently there was a whole bunch of moving screens in that game, but they called that one. A lot of Miles Turner didn't fight it, didn't do anything. Rick Carlisle didn't. They was cool about it. But as me looking at it again, I didn't really see where he moved. I don't know if that was a moving screen. In my opinion, I don't know. Maybe because at the tail end, maybe he put his foot there and tried to move out. I don't know. But then DiVincenzo with the with the extra floppiness. I just don't know.
I mean, he just being DiVincenzo, just being a veteran, just know how to sell it. That's all it is. But again, that one play didn't decide the game. It was like the Pacers was up. They was up. They had control of the game and they blew the game. They basically blew the game. So again, if you don't blow the game, it don't come down to that. It don't come down to it.
Right. I agree, definitely. Then we had the West game. We had the Timberwolves going up against the Nuggets, and didn't see this coming. We had the Timberwolves 106-80. McDaniels with 5, Anderson with 6, Karl Anthony Towns, Mr. No-Show, showed up, 27 points. Mike Conley had 4, Anthony Edwards with 27. You had Naz Reid, 6th man of the year, give you 14 points, and then you got 14 from Alexander Walker. Then you got 20 points from Aaron Gordon, 16 points from Jokic. MPJ didn't really give you much game one. He had 9. Murray had 8. Horrible shooting night, 3 of 18, 0 for 4 from 3, but he did have 13 rebounds. KCP only gave you 4. Justin Holiday come off the bench, gave you 13. What did Minnesota do in this first game to beat the champs?
Defense. And I'm gonna put out a statement right here. If the Timberwolves make it to the Western Conference,
without Rudy Gobert, mind you, but we want to talk about Rudy Gobert and with Gil.
Yeah, it could have been with them. They still probably would have beat them at that point. The way the game was going to, it could have been with them or without them. They still would have beat them. But if the Minnesota Timberwolves, I want everybody in this chat to hear me and record me when I say this, because like I said, I'm a man of my word. If the Minnesota Timberwolves make the Western Conference Finals, I will, and Karl Anthony Towns continue to play at this rate, I will personally apologize to Karl Anthony Towns for giving him so much shit, because all I ever wanted him to do, if you're going to be a top tier player in the NBA, you got to step up when your team needs you. He has not done that. And he has not done that. He's played second fiddle to Anthony Edwards, that was the right thing to do, because Anthony Edwards is proven he is that superstar. He is that guy. There's nothing wrong with taking a bad seat. There's nothing wrong with being a Robin to a Batman. There's really nothing wrong with that. Really nothing wrong with being a third star, secondary star. It just, when he first came into the league and Andrew Wiggins first came into the league, they was put in the bad spot. Those guys cannot be the first options on the main team, and it's been proven. Look what Andrew Wiggins went out there and did. They go to state, helped them win a championship, basically being a third guy. Look what Karl Anthony Towns doing right now. Anthony Edwards carrying the load. He's a main superstar on the team, and he's taking a bad seat. He's still getting his 20 and 12. So Minnesota can finish off this series and go to the Western Conference Final. I will personally apologize to the Minnesota Timberwolves and Karl Anthony Towns, but right now he is playing some pretty good ball. And Anthony Edwards is just that guy. Jaden McDaniels is playing very well. He's not scoring much, but he's doing it very good on the defensive side of the ball. And that defense as a whole, they've been playing some locked-on defenses. This is a good matchup for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This matchup, they height, their length, they're playing good defense, getting their hands in the passing lane, and also they're scoring the basketball as well. So they're just outplaying Denver. So I'm not counting out Denver. They got championship pedigree. We'll see what happens when they go to Minnesota. Can they get a win in Minnesota? But it doesn't look good for the Denver Nuggets with Jamal Murray scoring 8 points, not looking pretty good. It doesn't look good.
Man, and Minnesota's already up 2-0. They took 2 games, and then they took 2 games in Denver. Now Jamal Murray did get fined $100K because he threw the heating pad and a towel on the court. Like, what was that about? Was you shocked that they didn't suspend him for it and just fined him, or would you had rather have him been suspended? Now, if he got suspended, I think the series would have been over.
I would have just fined him. But
he didn't.
You see why he threw it in the middle of the court? Why they
were playing. Like, it could have been bad. Like,
yeah. I probably would have gave him a suspension, but I wouldn't have been mad at a fine though. In a heated playoff series like this,
he got fined $100K. KCP stepped on it, and mind you, it was still wet. So KCP stepped on it. Cat could have said, like, anything could have went wrong. Somebody could have slipped, and it could have went left. An ankle, a knee, anything could have happened. But Jamal Murray gets fined $100K for it. He didn't talk to the media that night, probably only because he didn't want to incriminate himself more. So he declined to not talk to the media. So yeah, they are up 2-0 right now. And speaking of Gobert, did win his 4th Defensive Player of the Year award. I always give him shit. Y'all know I can't stand Gobert. He's good defensively, just offensively he can't do nothing. I think that's my gripe about him. I just feel like maybe Wemby should have won it, but Wemby did win Rookie of the Year, which we all knew he was going to. So, what's the keys to Denver when they go back to Minnesota in this game 3? What can they not do?
Well, they cannot turn the ball over. They cannot turn the ball over. They cannot turn the ball over. They got to better shoot well. They got to execute on both sides of the ball. I mean, they got to get off to a great start too, man. They got to play all 4 quarters. You said Wemby got screwed. I disagree with that. I don't think he got screwed out of it. I don't think he got robbed.
What's going on? My name is RC. What's going on, RC? We knocking them Nuggets out, game 5 max.
Wemby won Rookie of the Year, which is everybody thought he was gonna get. But Rudy Gobert, he's a fucking great ass defender at the paint. I ain't gonna knock him for that.
I'm not gonna knock him defensively. I will give him that defensively. Just offensively, can't stand that. Just don't like him. But anyway, Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas said that he was disappointed in Gobert because he missed a playoff game for the birth of his child. Mind you, it's his first child. He missed the game for it. Do you agree or disagree with what Gilbert Arenas said?
That's his goddamn family. What the fuck? Your family come first. Your family come first. You can't go deliver your child and be there for your girl. No, that's his family. Family come first. I'll leave too. Shit. That's my family.
In his defense, now I can see if we on baby number 2 or 3, okay, we can FaceTime. I can be there and go. His thing was he should have been there and then left. This is my first kid. I'm not going nowhere. And the team cruised without him. They won without him.
So it wasn't no big deal.
So I'm just like, I don't know about Gil. Like, you gonna tell the man don't be there for his kid being born? I just think that was crazy to me.
No, that was crazy. That was crazy. I'll tell you, I'll be
Gilbert need an eye punch. Like, how do you do that? Nothing is more important than your kid being facts. Nothing is more important than seeing your kid being born. Like, the team should understand. Like, he's not a big focal point where they're gonna be like, oh my god, we missing Rudy Gobert. No, they was fine without him. Look, let them stay out game 3. They really don't need Gobert, in my opinion. They was fine without him. I said it should. Yep, fam over slam. Yep. So I think that them comments were just blasphemous by Gil. Speaking of blasphemy, Patrick Beverley could be in trouble in Indianapolis. The cops are going to investigate him for throwing the ball at a fan. So things just went from bad to worse now for Patrick Beverley, all because he wanted to get all emotional and throw balls at a reporter and say what he said, even though he apologized. But Patrick Beverley, I don't know. Mitchell Robinson is going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with an ankle. So they're not going to have Mitchell Robinson. So I'm sure they're going to rotate. I'm sure they'll probably add another person in the rotation, maybe. But Robinson's going to be out. Hardenstein, say what y'all want about Hardenstein. He's a good player.
He was a rocket. Before everything. Yep.
When I had my son, I didn't let the nurses touch him after the initial check. Gave him his first bath. But that's the Knicks series. The next time I know we got game. Okay, we got the Knicks and the Pacers tonight. Donte, who won that game?
Knicks and the Pacers.
Game 2.
I'm gonna go Knicks.
All right, then we had game 1 of the Celtics and the Cavs. The Cavs did force it down to game 7 against the Magic, and they won that game, but they did lose to Boston 120-95. Jalen Brown was on a mission, and he had 32. Derek White contributed with 25. Derek White, man, is very underrated, and nobody's talking about him. You had Drew Holiday with 14. Al Horford gave you 7. Tatum gave you 18. And Pritchard coming off the bench gave you 16. Then you had for the Cavs, Evan Mobley gave you 17. Okoro gave you 11. Garland gave you 14. 33 from Donovan Mitchell. Strus didn't do crap, 5 points. And then you had no bench. Is the Cavs missing Jared Allen right now?
Oh, they wasn't winning this with even Jared Allen playing. They wasn't winning this series with Jared Allen playing. But the problem is, can anybody show the hell up for Cavaliers besides Donovan Mitchell showing up? I mean, the man dropped 50 and still lost. The man dropped 50 in Orlando. Are they 96 points and they still lost? Man come back. He drops 33, 39 in a win. How else can the man? What else can the man goddamn do out there? And this man on the verge of leaving in the offseason. I'm gonna tell you, Donovan Mitchell gonna leave. He's gonna leave the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Daryl, call him.
No, he going to the Knicks. Watch, he's gonna go to the Knicks. Hey, I'm gonna sit up there with Big E Langston popcorn, watching them get Paul George. Watch, and guess what? Hey, y'all, that soup is cooking because guess what Paul George did? Turned down an extension, did he? Oh my God! And guess what? The Sixers go out of money. Look at King go out of money in the all season. Oh my God! It looks really juicy.
Damn, you better not make that damn phone call, Daryl.
Money, watch. I'm telling you, he already turned off. Yo, but anyway, yeah, it's just the Cavaliers just not good enough to beat Boston. Boston is just a far better team. It's just nothing else about that. Jalen Brown, you got Derek White out there contributing. They got beat on the boards 55-38 by 17. Boston made 18 threes. They made 18 threes. They shot 85%.
Thank you, Vic. No.
And man, they beat them in every category. Boston basically beat them in every category. I think this series, I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers have a chance to win this series. I really don't.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a gentleman's sweep. I think they'll get one. I don't think Cleveland has it in them to beat Boston. Then you got the Thunder and the Mavs. Game 1 was last night. We had 117. The Thunder 95. It looks like Luka was hurt a little bit yesterday, but Luka straight up was trash yesterday. 19 points, 6 of 19 from the field. You got 20 from Kyrie. Gafford gave you 16. Jones Jr. gave you 7. PJ Washington gave you 10. You had Green coming off the bench with 11. But you had the Thunder. Chet gave you 19. Jalen Williams gave you 18. You had SGA with 29. J-Dub gave you 11. 16 from Wiggins. It was a good day for OKC. What does the Mavs got to do to slow down OKC?
They're going to have to win the games on the defensive end. They're going to have to make plays on the offense. They're going to need Luka and Kyrie to step up, and they're going to need PJ Washington to make some plays on the offensive side of the ball. Again, I mean, when you're shooting over 16 and 19 threes, and when you're making 16 threes, you're not going to win too many games. And they got outboarded 52-39 on the boards. They got killed on the glass. Oklahoma City also had 29 assists. So everybody's touching the ball and moving the ball around. Well, guess what? The Mavericks, everybody playing do your thing basketball. That means you got 19 assists. It was no ball movement. Nobody wasn't touching the ball but Luka and pretty much, Kyrie Irving. So other than that, man, OKC is a really good team, really the best young team in the league. And this is going to be a series. This is going to be a dogfight. It can go down to 7 games.
Do you see OKC? Do you see anybody new in the finals, or will Denver get there and repeat?
The way the series looking for Minnesota, I can see if Minnesota win, I can see their way getting into the finals. If Minnesota can finish off that series, but I don't want to rule out Denver because of their championship pedigree. But the way it's looking, and how dominant they have been the last 2 games, I can see a path for them to be in the finals.
Look, I'm not knocking Denver. Look, I like when somebody new's in the finals. Like, we don't keep seeing the same team over and over and over. So I mean, we'll definitely see. Do you think OKC can get there?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I mean, anybody in the West, I think it's possible. I think it's possible in the West.
Right now, the East, it's going to come down to Boston. It's going to come down to Boston and New York.
The only team that can give Boston a run for their money is the Knicks. That's what I think. I think the Knicks is the only shot to beat Boston. That's it. I think the Knicks is the only shot to beat Boston.
Well, so both series with the Boston and the Thunder, they're up one game apiece. And then the Knicks and the Pacers play tonight. Tomorrow night we got the Cavs, and then you got the Celtics. The Cavs and the OKC again. Denver, they don't play until Friday, so you get the Knicks game 3, and then you get the Nuggets game 3. They're going back to Minnesota. We'll see what game 3 is. If game 3 goes down like it did the other 2 games, I don't know, Denver fans. Y'all might be on the cusp of getting swept. Do you think there could be a sweep?
Said Boston do not scare anyone. Well, they scare y'all because y'all can't beat them. Philadelphia can't do it. They scare y'all.
We can't beat the Knicks, so it don't matter.
Like I said, I already said, I already said, y'all were better than the Knicks this year. One better than Miami in a 7-game series. I mean, they must have scared y'all because they can beat y'all. They can beat y'all. You want to bring up nobody scared of Boston? Y'all can't beat them.
Daryl Morey. Speaking of Daryl Morey, low-key admitted that he shouldn't have gave Tobias Harris that money, and not in that way.
Now you're gonna admit. Now you want to do it. I'm telling you, Tobias Harris gonna go somewhere else and be borderline all-star. I'm telling y'all. Y'all know what happened when people leave Philadelphia.
Man, if Jimmy wasn't hurt, we would be playing Boston. Minnesota, no days off. So there's some news and stuff boiling. Could Jimmy possibly get reunited? Morey said that he's not necessarily. He's looking for the best possible to fit with Joel and Maxey. So one thing is the Sixers don't have to start all the way over. You already got the 2 stars. You just have to build around them. I'm not saying go out and get the biggest names, but get the guys that's going to fit.
I bet you he be good when he lead. Watch, Vic. I'm telling you, I bet you be good. That dude be good when he lead. Watch.
First off, bring Oubre back. Maybe Nicholas Batum, maybe Campaign. Let that be your bench. Buddy Hield, even Morey said maybe that wasn't a good idea. Oh, you think? It wasn't a good idea bringing freaking Buddy Hield in here? He had 1 game in the playoffs. Going on cool? He had 1 game in the playoffs. So, the offseason is definitely going to heat up. Like I said, we'll see where Donovan Mitchell goes. Morey call him. Donovan Mitchell, Maxey, and Embiid. You couldn't tell me that wouldn't be a big 3?
That would be a big 3. That would be a big 3, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I just don't. Paul George is sometimey. He'll go off one night, and then the next night he's non-existent.
Yeah. Hey Vic, want me to give you the names that turned out to be good when they left Philadelphia? Because I can get a whole list. You want to know where Isaiah Joe at right now?
OKC killing it.
He's the best 3-point. He was one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. You want to know what Matisse Thybulle doing in Portland? Even though Portland losing, he was a 40% 3-point shooter. He was a 40. You remember with Jimmy Butler? You remember what happened to Jimmy Butler? You know what he did. He went to the finals. I go on and go on. Every time someone leaves Philly, I go on and on.
Charles Bassey, freaking San Antonio.
Yep, became actually a legit player. Not a legit player, but an energy piece.
I'm so annoyed. We always do this. We don't never want to develop stars.
Joe's still in the playoffs. Isaiah Joe's still in. He's still with the Thunder. He's still in the playoffs. Oh, matter of fact, he in the playoffs right now.
Yep, sure is.
We may get to that Western Conference Finals before Joel Embiid even make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Don't get me started. Don't get me started right now. Don't get me started right now.
Good grief, y'all.
Don't get me started right now.
Before I talk about the Bleacher Report's proposed trade, Donte, break down your top 10.
All right, man. So y'all know we missed a week. So my top 5 turned into a top 10. But it's one surprise on here that y'all ain't going to see really coming. And it's a surprise. It is a surprise because it happened this weekend. All right, we got number 10. We start in the WNBA. Y'all know, those of y'all that don't know, the WNBA is started preseason. So WNBA will be examined on here. We got Dana Evans. If you don't know who Dana Evans is, she's a point guard for the Chicago Sky. Very good point guard, can score, shoot the basketball, take it inside. 19 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. You got she's fit already gets this girl already getting started. Caitlin Clark, 21 points. And I told you her game is gonna transfer into the WNBA. She's goddamn good for that to happen.
Wow, she gonna shoot the lights out when she plays Tarasi. I can't play in the league. Watch this.
First, she gave my girl Lacey Sheldon the debut, put up on her back, and
her own skates.
She had her own skates, but she had 21 points. But get who outdid her and hit the game winner? My girl Arike Gubuwale, probably the best 2 guard outside of Ryan Howard in the WNBA. 19 points, 3 and 3 with the game winner, with the step back game winner. She looking really good. And yes, we did get rid of Crystal Dangerfield, which we needed to do. And we got an upcoming stud, Jalen Brown coming up. She's playing some good ball. Number 7, we got Ariel Atkins for the Washington Mystics, 20 points and 20 points. And we go to Kyrie Irving, number 6. The closeout game versus Los Angeles. Yep. That dude was on fire in that fourth quarter. But I ain't seen Kyrie Irving. He was hitting everything. 30 points, 4 assists, and 6 rebounds. And okay, the number 5. Here's y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Oh,
y'all ready for Canelo Alvarez?
Oh my God.
Canelo Alvarez is number 5. I watch boxing, okay? I'm a big boxing fan, and I got to give Canelo Alvarez props because he beat Jaime Munguia, who's undefeated coming into that matchup by 41-0. They both were undefeated coming into that matchup. And, I mean, he just put the beat down on Jaime Munguia. He was hitting him with them left hooks all night long. Jaime Munguia had to have the biggest goddamn headache I ever seen, man, because he was hitting them all upside the head, and that got tough. That was a good, exciting fight. Canelo Alvarez was just a better fight. Now, I'm going to tell you this, a scenario. If Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez does fight, because it is way out there that it's a possibility that happened. Terrence Crawford is moving up 2 weight, will be moving up 2 weight classes just to fight Canelo Alvarez. I will be doing that fight on live if that fight is announced and I will pick Terrence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez, even though he's 2 weight classes down and he's a smaller fighter. I think Terrence Crawford is that good of a fighter, and I think Canelo struggles against fighters like that. But Canelo don't want to fight David Benavidez. I don't think that fight would never happen. Benavidez is moving up. He's moving up. He's not going to keep chasing Canelo and waiting on Canelo. He's going to go ahead and move up. So, yep, Canelo's Alvarez number 5. I guess that was a surprise to everybody. I didn't never put him by, so I had to put him. I had to give him a surprise. Number 4, you had Donovan Mitchell, the 50-point loss. I had to put him on now. They had 96 points. He had 50 of the 96 points that they had in the loss. That's crazy. Yep. Number 3, you have Jalen Brown. You have Jalen Brown, 32, 6 and 6 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And number 2, SGA, 29, 9 and 9 last night. And number 1, Key, you remember this guy really well, Jalen Brunson, 43, 6 and 6.
From where? Villanova.
Yeah, Villanova. Say Canelo winning that in the 8th round. Don't be so sure about that. Canelo don't like fighting boxers, people that know how to box. He don't like fight. He don't like that. He don't like that fast, that shiftiness. He don't like all that. That's going to be an entertaining fight. I don't think he'll get him up out of there. It's a big possibility he'll win, though. He'll win it.
All right. So here was Bleacher Report had this proposed trade, and this joint was absolutely ridiculous. The 76ers will get Jimmy Butler. The Heat get Donovan Mitchell and Kyle Kuzma. Cavaliers get Tyler Hero, the number 15 pick, 2026 second round pick from the Suns, 2028 Los Angeles Clippers first rounder, and 2030 first rounder from also Miami. So pretty much they would get the picks from the Wizards, Philly, and Miami. The Wizards would get Paul Reed, Nikola Jovic, Ty Jerome, the number 16 pick from Philly, and then they'll get our 2026 first rounder. What the hell?
Y'all go get up them first round picks for
Who
somebody else.
had time to do this? I mean, Daryl Morey even said he rather like if it means to win right now, he'll give up the first round picks. He'll give up the picks to win now, and it's not like he has to do much.
Yep.
Get good quality role players around Joel and Maxey. Get them a bench. That's it, and that's all. The blueprint to the championship with your superstars. Get somebody else that's going to give Joel a break. Get a good quality backup. I will not mind bringing back Andre Drummond for that reason. He can sit out. Andre Drummond can score here and there, and he can rebound his ass off. He'll get you about 20 boards a game. Honestly, I liked it when we had Dwight Howard. He had energy, and he gave Joel a break. The reason Joel needs to at least lose a good 20 to 30 pounds, and coming into the playoffs, maybe his body won't be so broken down because he has to do everything. Joel losing some weight, in my opinion, and if he gets in shape, he will be fine. But we'll see what Murray does. After the finals, we'll see what things go down. He says Canelo is fundamentally sound as a boxer, one of the most fundamentally sound. He doesn't care if anyone else is.
Hey, Terrence Crawford the same way. Fundamentally sound, fast hands, great counter puncher. He's the same way.
I'm still waiting for a legit point guard of the future.
PG comes.
Maxey's more of a 2, in my opinion. So, I mean, WNBA news. They approved of the charter flights for the women, for the girls, so they finally get to be on planes now. They ain't got to be on the outside terms, waiting for people to try to get them for autographs or anything. So they all gonna be on charter flights. So that was a big deal in WNBA. Angel Reese plays the game and then goes to the Met Gala. Looked absolutely stunning on her 22nd birthday. Angel Reese is gonna come into her own with Chicago. She gonna be all right. Camila Cadorso is gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks. Hurt her shoulder. I said, "Damn, already?
What? Why are you going to the WNBA and all of a sudden getting hurt?" Hey, my God, you've been healthy all your 4 years in South Carolina. You decide to go to the WNBA and all of a sudden you get hurt. That's crazy.
What's going on, Daniel? I was like, "Damn, Cadorso out," but yeah, she gonna be out 4 to 6 weeks. She'll be all right. She'll be back. It's a shoulder injury. But I know the regular season starts next Thursday. We still got some preseason games. Tomorrow is the Liberty and the Sun, and then you got the Dream and the Fever tomorrow. But opening day kicks off on Thursday, I believe. Or is it Wednesday? Might be Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, hopefully I don't be drowning in my sorrows because my Sparks can't win games. But we'll see how they looking. They wasn't looking too bad in preseason. I like Cameron Brink. I like Rakia. So that should be a good some good moves. Candace Parker is the president of women's basketball for Adidas. That's a great move. There, since she retired, she got something to do. So I'm sure she's gonna have some shoes out there. Let's see. Nothing else going on. Let's see. Charlo got stripped of his title after the DWI arrest. Ryan Garcia wants a B sample analyzed after he failed the test. They're saying he failed his drug test. So yeah, nothing. Is there any big fights coming up, Donte?
The only fight. You got Javante Tank Davis and Frank Martin coming up. That's going to be a good fight. 2 undefeated fighters. That's going to be a good fight. I might do that fight. I might be doing that. Maybe end up doing that fight. Frank Martin and Tank Davis on June the 15th. That's going to be a big time fight. They both are big time fighters. And last time you seen Tank Davis, he was in the ring with Ryan Garcia. He stopped Ryan Garcia. And that's going to be a big fight, man. Tank Davis versus Frank Martin.
Did watch Backlash. Sure did. That crowd was lit over there in France.
He says anyone. Hey, but who not failing drug tests though? Everybody in boxing really failing drug tests though. So that's really you just never know in boxing who's cheating. You just really would never know that, man. You just really would never know that. And Ryan smoke all that stuff and all that. You know, he even admitted that he doing so. It's no surprise he failing the drug test.
Let me see. Conor McGregor. Oh no. Oh, Sean O'Malley. Oh, UFC news. Sean O'Malley eyes Conor McGregor fight open to move up weight classes to fight him. Interesting. Okay, Sugar. I don't know if you want to fight McGregor though. That would be an interesting fight though. That would be an interesting fight though. I'll watch it. He would have to move from 135 to 155 to secure a fight for McGregor. So he would have to put on 20 pounds. That definitely would be an interesting fight, though. Yeah. I'm all for it. Then you got Conor McGregor coming back. I think it's June. I might actually do that fight. June something to fight. Should I forget when he's coming back? I know it's UFC 3 something. Oh, my boy Derek Lewis fighting this week. Conor McGregor. The hell's the fight? Conor McGregor. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go. He's fighting Michael Chandler. UFC 303. I think that's in June. But this weekend, I believe we got UFC 301. Got Aldo versus Martinez. It looks like my boy Derek White fighting. Derek he fighting. So that should be good for UFC. Oh, Derek Lewis.
Yeah, Derek Lewis.
That boy funny. His interviews is hilarious. But he's fighting. But yeah, it should be some good UFC. But I'm definitely gonna tune in for Lewis's fight this weekend. So I got something to watch. But Philly's still in first place. I'm shocked about that. They took over first. I mean, they lost today to the Blue Jays, but they still got the series win there. Baltimore is still on top. Oh, Baltimore and New York is actually tied for right now. Cleveland, they're still winning their division. Seattle, they're winning the division right now. Them in Texas. And Philly's on top by 2.5. Milwaukee and Chicago actually interested in that series in the Central, and then of course you got the Dodgers there. The 25th. Thank you, Damon. Thank you. I knew it was June something. Yankees beat the Astros again. Oh boy.
I ain't worrying about it. I'm gonna let you keep talking about it again. When it matter the most.
Kuz said you don't feel so great.
No, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm very much good. I'm straight. I'm very much good.
What's going on, Jory?
I'm very much straight. I'm okay. I'm happy.
You know, Donte definitely
ain't making me stress or bitch and cry. That ain't making me do all that. I
don't know. Watch out for the second half, though. The Astros might surprise y'all. Let me ask you a question. So, LeBron James, we all know this. He's played under 10 head coaches. Because he had so many coaches, does this mess up his GOAT status?
I just don't. I never think he will be the GOAT. I never look at LeBron James as the GOAT. I will always look at Michael Jordan as a GOAT. LeBron James will always be probably the second greatest player that I ever seen play the game.
So, who would you rather have? Not Donovan. Would you rather have Jalen Brunson or Anthony Edwards?
That's a trick question.
No, it's not a trick question.
No, is that really? I'll pass. I pass.
You taking Edwards?
You ain't who you think you roasting, cool? You ain't roasting me. You talking your damn self. You need to roast some knowledge. That's what you need to roast.
All right, so I just said Edwards.
You ain't roasting me. You talking to yourself.
Jury got Ant-Man.
So that ain't what you doing. Not working.
I think we talked about this last week. Should the Clippers clean house? Do you see Wemby winning an MVP and then within his first 4 years?
It depends on where the team is at. It depends on where his team is at. I think it's gonna be come down to where his team, whether it's the San Antonio Spurs gonna be competing or not. You know how the envy. You know how they do. They're not gonna give you the MVP if your team is losing. If your team is not even competing. So I believe it just depends on the status of his squad and how good his squad is gonna be.
Which that could be crazy there. Like, just imagine if Wemby's leading the league and like scoring and things like that, but he's
here's the difference. Joker won it last year, and what he was an NBA. He went to the NBA Finals and won. He went to the NBA Finals and won. He could have very much won it the year that Joel Embiid won it because what Joker was in a 6 seed. He had to carry the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs, and by the way, win a game with Aaron Gordon as his second best player, and while Joel Embiid get the MVP and choke it away in the second round. So now that's the difference. It just depends on the status of his squad. He can very much do it. It just depends on the status of his squad. That's all.
Who wins MVP tonight?
Luka.
Think they gonna give it to Donte? I
think they'll give it to him. Like nothing is the wrong answer though. Like if Shea get it or Jokic get it, Luka, not one of them is the wrong answer. Not one of them is the wrong answer. I think they don't just favor Luka. Not one of them is the wrong answer though.
So yeah, they will
players in the league.
They will announce the MVP for tonight. So we'll definitely see.
I don't think they're giving it to Jokic 2 times in a row. I just really don't think they give it to it 2 times. But neither one of those is the wrong answer. Neither one of them is the wrong answer. To me.
Big got Luka too. We'll definitely see. Celtics now had the most 25-point wins in a single season in NBA history. All right. Should LeBron retire?
He ain't gonna retire. No.
Everybody saying SGA. Cool says SGA.
Hey, that's not the wrong answer. That's not the wrong answer. Not the wrong answer. He deserve it. Everybody on that list deserve it. Deserve the MVP. Everybody. The three finals deserve that MVP.
I just got a feeling NBA might give it to Jokic again. I don't know. Like I said, they could give it to SGA.
They give it to Jokic. Not the wrong. Would not be the wrong
smart,
answer.
Young guy took the Thunder team to the number 1 seed. I mean.
That all of them got reasonable points though.
Brunson's on a tear with the most 40-point games in the playoffs. All right, so if the Sixers added Paul George with a roster with Tyrese Maxey and a healthy Joel Embiid, does it make them a contender?
Does it make them a contender? No. I don't know.
I still don't. I don't know. I don't know. I got a headache from the Sixers, and they're not even playing no more. Like, it still lingers. It still lingers. Am I mad about it? Of course not. Because
if you say it's a difference between contender, playoff contender, and championship contender, I think that would be playoff contender. Not championship contender. I think that would be playoff contender.
Because Paul George disappears in the playoffs. He disappears, in my opinion. But if you don't got no NFL news, went over to no MLB news to look out either. I know they got the odds of the rookies of the year already. Pirates call up their top pitching prospect, so he's going to make his debut. They traded Lewis. The Marlins traded their one good player. They traded him away, or he has. They traded him. Did he go to the Marlins? No, he went to the Padres. So I'm sure Byrne was sick about that too. He can't. He just can't win. Miami's out of it. Jags can't draft right. Marlins ain't doing. He just can't win.
Byrne just can't catch a break.
The Gators can't win nothing. Like,
yeah, but all your teams bad. Only team you can really sit there and just watch is the Heat. That really just give you a little bit glimpse of hope.
I don't know. Pat Riley has some words for Jimmy. Talk about something you shouldn't be talking if you weren't playing.
Well, hey, that's Pat Riley. If Pat Riley talks, you gotta listen. He knows what it takes.
The Jags will turn it around this year. The Jags gonna turn it around. We'll see. Did they give Trevor? They're gonna give Trevor some money.
Yep, he gonna
you know paid. That's coming. You definitely know that's coming.
Right, you might for that.
What did I? That was really all for today, y'all. Again, make sure y'all look out for the 100th episode. Flyers all over. Gonna be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure y'all look out for that. Again, the 100th episode is gonna be our 100th episode. Since me and Donte been doing this together. I think you came in with like the 3rd or 4th episode, and then we've been cruising ever since.
Yep.
Started 7200 right at the pandemic when everything was coming back. And we've been killing it strong. Again, we want to share our 100th episode with y'all. So again, gonna bring people on, hang out, ask some questions. We'll do the drawings. Again, we're doing the not the Jazz winning the Super Bowl in 2099. Jersey giveaway will be first place. Second place will get the 7200 second shirt, and third place will get the 7200 second hat. So if y'all want to ask us questions off of Twitter, we will gladly answer them here on the show. So y'all can always drop an inbox or to either one of us. Ask us some questions or whatever. Definitely answer it live for y'all here. But we at 87, so we are almost there. July will be at 100. But yeah, make sure y'all tune on in for that, for the 100th episode. Again, it's going to be pretty big deal, some fun. We'll hang out. We're gonna be doing records predictions pretty soon for the NFL. Probably maybe once they get to training camp, we'll figure that out. I know the NBA draft is coming up. We'll do the mock live on air. Donte's usually good with that because I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't watch too much of men's basketball this year when it came to the college side. I was more worried about the girls. So we can figure that out. But don't know where Zach Edey's gonna go. Somebody gonna grab him. He might get grabbed early. We don't know. But I don't know. Nobody's really talking about the NBA draft this year.
Nobody really talking about it that much.
So not saying that the guys coming out aren't talented. It's just eh. So this class ain't that great they talking about. So we'll see. Does Bronny get picked or does he go back to school? We don't know. We definitely don't know. But all I know is NBA basketball playoffs is here. The semifinal rounds. We'll see. But any last words, Coach, before we get on out of here?
Last, I just want to thank everybody for coming through. We on our way to 100 episodes, so shout out to everybody that come through.
All right. Top of the draft. The top of the draft isn't great.
He don't know that. He don't know that.
Oh man! But until then, same time, same place, same channel. Again, the 7200 second podcast on the road to 100. I can't wait for that episode. It's going to be lit. Again, I'm just going to bring anybody up in here.
No, we ain't doing that.
just any old body up here. You at least got to have some type of sense. Some type of sense. Y'all can talk about what y'all like, what y'all don't like, what's your favorite moment. Because I'm sure Coach got a bunch of them. As much as he ran it 172, he got some classic. He got some classics. So make sure y'all tune on in. Bronny is in the draft. That's all you need to know. This year's talent. We'll see if he doesn't get picked. He still got the option.
Hold on. I've been waiting on this. How is LeBron James a fraud? How is LeBron James a fraud?
Oh boy,
how is he a fraud? You tell me, how is he a fraud? How is he fraudulent?
Not invite Damian.
No, we gonna wait. Just tell me, how is he a fraudulent? Because I got a certain button right here I'm gonna press if you don't type back. So you tell me, how is he fraudulent? What does he do because he's fraudulent? This whole us, Key, and this whole chat, we'll be up here waiting. You tell me why is he fraudulent? Because I got a certain button.
How is LeBron a fraud? I mean, I don't necessarily think he's a fraud. That's not.
What the hell that have to do with his game?
That don't make him a fraud. Him complaining don't make him. Tom Brady complains to the refs. Is he a fraud? Everybody complains to the ref. Cool. That's not a. Look,
sit in the corner. Sit your ass in the corner. Sit your ass in the corner.
Damian said Dak Prescott is more of a fraud than LeBron James.
He is a fraud. Dak Prescott is fraudulent. But what the fuck that has to do with LeBron James' game? Because he whined and complained. They have nothing to do with how good he played. It's a stupid comment. And if you got something to say about me, you DM me on my Twitter, because you know where I'm at. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For that dumb question. Talking about you're a fraud. What the hell that have to do with this game?
Oh,
ain't no damn fraudulent meme.
Oh, I might have to clip this.
People like that. They don't know nothing about basketball. Just be talking, bro. Just talk. Because he whine and complain. Everybody who don't whine and complain, who don't do that? Yeah, nothing to do with that main game, basketball game. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Dak gets more hate than Josh Allen.
Talking about the man a fraud because he whine and complain. Kobe whine and complain. Joel Embiid whine and complain. Who don't whine and complain?
Everybody does it.
Whining. Jokic cry. Most of the time, he don't do it all the time, but it was times that he whine and complain, though. Who don't do it? Name a person in the league that don't whine and complain. And
James Harden.
Everybody does it. What the hell that has to do with his basketball game? That ain't what no fraudulent player mean.
Oh, my God.
You didn't know shit about Keontae George. You listen to them other bullcrap old scouts and don't know nothing about Keontae George. Ain't watched the lick of college basketball. How Keontae George played this year? Great as a rookie. Because you just be talking, don't know it, don't know the game.
Vic said LeBron ruined the game with the flopping.
I mean, that's your opinion, but again, like I say, that have nothing to do with him being a fraud, though. He talking about his game. He ain't talking about the flopping. He talking about the whining and complaining. And the referees, that has nothing to do with his game. The flopping, that has nothing to do with his game. So I can live with that. But the crying and moaning, who doesn't cry and whine? Who doesn't do it?
Tom Brady had a whole rule named after him.
Come on, that don't make sense.
Gotta get the trend and make it make sense.
Well, whoever clipped this, y'all clipped this, man. That dude cool ran me goddamn hot, bro. That was the dumbest statement that you could ever make, bro. That is crazy.
A soft player, not a fraud.
Thank you. I can live with a soft player.
Even MJ complained.
All the greatest and before complain about something, bro, about the referee, something. All the greatest you're not gonna find no great player that don't whine and complain about anything. Everybody does that. That doesn't have nothing to do of his game. If you say a player fraudulent, I will be thinking you talking about his game. Not because he whine and complain. What the hell is that? Boy. That's why you banned from the 100 episode. You stay your ass in the chat and don't come up there. No, not having that.
Flopping used to be locked down upon LeBron co-signed and everybody else started to follow him soon. Oh man, I needed that laugh. Everybody can pray.
That's your opinion. That ain't no definition of no damn fraud. So your opinion is wrong. If you're gonna say that, it is wrong.
A fraud if how many times he got to the finals? Was it 10?
10 times.
A fraud is him getting to the finals 10 times and don't win nothing.
A fraud is not getting out of the second round, even though I think Joel Embiid is a great player, is a superstar type player. But hey, that's something you can consider as fraudulent. That's something you can consider.
I agree with that.
If you want to say that.
I agree with that.
Fraudulent is Dak Prescott, someone who can't get to the NFC Championship. That's a fraud. If you want to say that.
Dallas can't win shit.
Your quarterback is a fraud because he can't get out the second round. He can't get to the NFC Championship. He a fraud. Yo, that's the definition of a fraud. That's the definition of it. Not about no whining to no damn referees. I should have banned you permanently for that, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna let you live on that part.
Oh my God! Well, there you have it, y'all.
Somebody get that clip, man. Somebody get that guy. This dude that ran me hot, man. Come on, Key. Let's get the hell up out of here. This man that ran me goddamn hot. I had to Dr. Pepper break, man, with all that. That's why I'm sick of all this goddamn buffoonery stuff. People don't know what the hell they want to talk about. They just be up here talking and be a biased fan. Just like you say, if Shea Gilgeous-Alexander don't win, it's gonna be rigged. Well, I guess we playing WWE, right? I guess we in WWE, right? I guess we in wrestling, right? Just a biased fan, bro. Just biased.
Oh my gosh. Nothing is.
He got 4 championships, so that doesn't make him fraudulent. LeBron fraudulent. He got 4 in every team that he went.
Nick Sirianni's a fraud.
He said this.
Nicky tight pants.
Look, everywhere LeBron James went, the team actually got better. He ain't win them all. So hey, he ain't win them all.
All right, let's get on out of here for Donte needs to cool down.
Somebody make sure y'all get that clip, man. I'm about to have a temper tantrum up in here, man. I gotta go get me a Dr. Pepper, man. Real talk. He ran me.
Y'all. Appreciate y'all again. We was on the Sports Wave Network as well. So if y'all have not yet subscribed to the Sports Wave Network, make sure you do. The link is in the description for merch. Even if you want to go buy a 7200 second t-shirt or so before the giveaway, you can. The link's in the description for there. So support us in any way possible you can. It's appreciated. I'm not asking, but if you want to, we still appreciate y'all either way. Till then, y'all, love, peace, and hair grease. Stay safe. We see y'all next week. And again, if y'all gonna do something dumb, just make sure you do safely about it. I don't want to hear nothing and nobody's comment saying such and such passed away or whatever. This world is too crazy, and I need y'all back with us next week. So y'all stay safe, y'all. We're gonna get out of here. Donte, get to Dr. Pepper. Cool.
I'm gonna go get my Dr. Pepper. This dude that ran me hot, man. This dude that ran me goddamn hot. Y'all have a good night, man. This dude all cool to make me.